Now, martially, what we're looking at is this. The action of pung is to cause an expansion that either will knock a person's hand out of the way who's trying to hit you, make them not able to come into you, almost like a big tire in front of you, or, if you take it far enough, to grab their root and destabilize them. So, for example, I want you to kind of get that it's not, the Wu style, for example, its standard pung is like this. The Yang styles is like this. In some of the combination styles, it's motions like this. But can you all see how they're all pung? Do all that rising. So, for example, if Jamie takes a punch at me, you just take a punch at me, you just lay on as much as you want. Can you see how that just lifted his body slightly off the ground, yes or no? So if I raise my energy, that's one where, for example, that you grab there. If you could put your juice, but it doesn't matter. Okay? Now notice, something else. I want to make a very important point. Do that again. I'm not hitting his arm. I'm sorry. Watch. There's no force being exerted. Go ahead. It's just, see what that's doing to him? It lifts them. Now, or it can just be done, if Jamie takes a hit at me, just to can't come in. Okay? Are you all following this? Or if it's done upwards, go ahead, it's done to, see how it causes an opening that way? To lift them up? So in martially, if you lift them up, the next thing is you're probably going to come down, which is, you know, what you do in martial arts, hit people, or throw them or something. Now the motion of Liu is something else again. If he does something, do you see how he's basically being sucked into me? That's the point. Do it again. I'm just going to show you. It's not a thing of power. It's just that you suck him into you. Now that's a nice big long one. But if you make it much smaller, at contact, now watch his body. You're sucking him into you. Okay? So that's sucking somebody in. Is this in the camera? Okay, good. So now if we talk about the motion G, one motion of G is just to hit him. So what did that do? That knocks his arm out of the way. Look. That knocks his arm out of the way. He does something else, okay? That's the way you would hit somebody, okay? Just to make this point. Then again, if you have two hands of G, go ahead. Dude, I'm trying to, I don't want to throw you into something. That's going to be a problem. We're going to break things. It's okay. It's okay. Just stay where you are. I didn't ask you to move. If I want to ask you to move, I'll ask you to move. Go ahead. If you have the motion of G, then you have a hit. Okay? Watch again. If you have the motion of G, then you'll push him or do something. It's okay. Now, if you have the motion of on, G is just basically used to hit or slam something. If you have the motion of on, just watch. He does something. What's happening to him? Down he goes. He does it again. Even if I don't do much, see how that's bringing him down. Now, of course, you could bring his body down, or you could, bring him down by breaking something, chopping through him, hitting him. For example, all of these motions like this, motions like this, motions like this, all of them work that way, but that's on. Okay? Then these go into expansions, which I do the stuff of Lié and Sai later on in this tape, yes or no? So we don't have to do that. Okay, so fine.
At the time of this recording, presenter and lineage holder Bruce Frantzis had endured 7 car accidents. However, he was still able to perform the movements in the previous demonstration reasonably well due to the rehabilitation from regular qigong practice. Most people who sustain similar injuries to Bruce and survive are wheelchair-bound for life.